That was evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Mixon. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Jacksonville comes out with a former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback, 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe already is season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
He locates the big tight end, DeGuara. Good try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. To the goal line and in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Texans offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard.
A gain of only a yard.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Mixon. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And the defense was ready for him this time. did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
First down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his second year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Jaguars on top. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. .21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process.
Powering forward. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds. And the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Once again, it's Bigsby. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Okudah. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. So third and long, trying to pick up a first down and keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick six.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless, and I think you find yourself in third and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick six.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The next drive about to get going. We're going to take a moment here to let you know what's coming up in prime time this week. Starting tonight, it's Sunday Night Football, one of the best games of the opening month of the season. Bills and Ravens from Baltimore. And then another double bill on Monday Night Football. as the Titans and Dolphins meet in Miami at 7:30 Eastern, followed by the Seahawks and Lions 45 minutes later with the kickoff in Detroit at 8:15 Eastern Time. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now on second. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. 2nd down and 8. Lawrence. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Lawrence. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make...
He puts it up, and it's caught. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Jaguars will tie things up here in the 1st half. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That's to the big-ticket acquisition, Stephon Diggs. Big start to this drive with a gain of 26. On 1st down, it's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's going to have the 1st down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. Back to throw, Stroud. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. To throw is Stroud. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. over the top. He's got it. Take down. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2-2 Atwell, a touchdown reception. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll run the draw with Bigsby. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now here's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Well, they track him down, and the ball is out. The Texans have it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter. Quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
They'll run with Mixon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now, Stroud. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Stroud going to set up the throw. That one taken in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. 3rd and 6. To throw is Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Complete to Christian Kirk. A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Davis going in motion. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. This pass is caught by Thomas. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They send him right out of the slot. They run on the jet sweep. They didn't fool anyone. Tried the speed, but did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he will score. Game on. Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Jaguars are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On play action. Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Stroud to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Edmonds.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to...
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Desmond King. And the Texans are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On 4th down, Stroud. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll tuck it and take off. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a 1st down. He'll look to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to take over once again. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. They'll stick to the ground. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They'll try again here. It's second and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. It's Diggs. Here's first down. Back to throw. Stroud. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And that is brought in. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Houston.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it, and the Texans will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Miles Bryant.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. A run here with Mixon. Mixon has the first down and more. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Throwing is, oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Davis heading in motion. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Got his man. It's Kirk. And the Jaguars are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line. Throwing is Lawrence. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And now 3rd and goal coming up. To throw is Lawrence. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. That ball intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. Now on comes Dustin Hopkins in a pressure situation. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Stroud gonna set up to throw. He's got his man complete to Dell. And this is gonna be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play.
And you can see by the look on the defense's face, Mike, they kind of share in all of our disbelief. They know they needed one stop, one tackle, and they win the game, but instead, the play call works to perfection. He looks it in, takes it in, touchdown.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They finish off the first month of the season perfect, as the victory runs their mark to 4-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we say, so long from Houston.